Hello and welcome to Life Lessons with Barbara. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Barbara Aline Johnson, and I'll be sharing lessons I've learned. Some came harder than others from my many years of life experience, and some I've learned from my work with other people for 40 plus years as a counselor, a therapist, a consultant, and most recently as a life coach. I am the owner of BEJ and Associates, LLC, a transformational coaching and consulting company. My team and I specialize in dismantling barriers that stand between you and the life you truly want to live, or the business or project, or that masterpiece you want to create. Let me give a shout out to Wdrb Media for this wonderful opportunity to share these few minutes with you. And I also want to bring your attention to that nice little tune that's playing. It's my theme song. I never get tired of hearing it. And that is After the Rain by Lady Mac. Her name is Lois Lady Mac McMorris, if you want to look her up. Or you can just go to my website, bej-associates.com, and download After the Rain, or listen to some of her other tunes. Yeah, at my website, you can see as well as hear all the past shows that I've done, and even those that I have recorded for another channel where I have a power show. For some shows that you hear here on WDRB Media, I have an extended version that you can check out on my website. I have them all archived under the radio tab. So now here's a little more of Lady Mac's After the Rain. Well, today I want to do something again that's different than what I've been doing. I've spent a lot of my shows really promoting the that 80th birthday celebration for the Honorable Dr. Joe L. Dudley Sr. And of course, that took place already at the end of May. But I just want to tell you that there's opportunities for anybody who's looking to, excuse me, to have their own business. And that would be through an affiliation with the Dudley Hair Products. And so the company is looking for people who want to, try their hand at becoming salespeople. So if you're interested, go to my website and I'll have that information online. And that again is bej-associates.com. I am kind of a little more mellow than usual, or maybe not, I don't know what your perception is of me, or if you've heard me before, but I am. And that's because I just lost a friend. And with this being all about life lessons, what better lesson to learn, if you don't know already, is that death is inevitable. And let me just tell you a little bit about her, because I'm really going to miss her. She's one of the best friends she is the best friend that I've come to know since I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina back in 1993. Her name is Jacqueline Thompson, and I met her way back in 1995. So that was a 22-year friendship. And I didn't realize it because she was always there. Um, and I mean, one thing that jumps off when you're dealing with something like this is it's a reminder that life is short. Your life is short. Everybody's life is short. As in you just because you just never know when that time is going to come for you. In Jackie's case, it was kind of, you know, because she had an extended illness that went on for pretty much the last 8 years. But she had been, you know, undiagnosed for years before that. So she had health problems all the time. But she was, like I said, a wonderful friend and one of those ride or die kind of friends. And they don't ask you why, they just do. But they're right there for you. And that's the kind of friend she was. Could always count on Jackie. And so I'm dealing with how to, how to fill that void, how to, when I think about, oh, is this something she knows about or something she could help me with or something I got to tell her because I'm so excited or whatever. And you go to pick up the phone and you know that she's not there anymore. But I want to talk about her because I'd say it was an experience to watch her accept her fate. And like I said, it was a long illness with so many setbacks. Um, and so it just, I mean, it was like you went through it over and over and over again before it actually happened. And I mean, I wasn't the only one that felt a sense of peace when she made her transition because I watched so much suffering. I watched her suffer for so long. And now she's at rest. And I was blessed to spend some real quality time with her the day before she died. Of course, I didn't know that was going to be the day before she died, but she called me that morning and she said, I've made the decision. I'm not going to endure any more of these treatments. I'm going to let it go. And I just want you to know that and to come and see me when you can. No rush, she would say. No rush. She's no longer getting treatment. And I knew it was just I thought it was a matter of days, but it turned out to be a matter of hours. And, but I'm sharing this because it is about life. My friend Jackie was very much a fundamentalist. She was, Christian. I'm not sure what her denomination was. I mean, I think it was holiness or something. I'm not really sure. But I know that she had these real fundamental beliefs. And no matter how miserable and disappointing her life was because of these health issues and a lot of other disappointments that she experienced, she always held on to her faith. She never expressed a belief that she was being punished. She never entertained suicide because that was just, oh, God does not like that. And so she was real basic. So here she was in hospice, and knowing that her her transition was imminent, I asked her. I said, well, I was telling her my beliefs about reincarnation because I thought it would be consoling to her. But I mean, really, we had the best time. It was just like old times. She laughed, and we laughed, and and just cut up and carried on, and it was wonderful. I'm so grateful I had that time with her. And so during all of that we had going on, I wanted to to help her. But it's not like she needed help. She was just fine. She was so resigned. She was glad. And so, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. What I wanted to share and what I shared at her, the celebration of her life that we had this past Friday, is that I asked her, was she scared? And she said, she looked at me. I mean, this is after I told her all about reincarnation and all that stuff. And she said, no. She says, why should I be scared? Scared of what? And she says, all I know is there's life everlasting. And, this big smile came on her face. I've never seen anyone so ready to go into the next life. And that was a lesson for me. That was a lesson for me. She was saying things like, I gave it my best shot. She said, I worked hard. I tried to follow the teachings of Christ. And she did. She did. And all that. So anyway, it still doesn't change the fact that she's gone from my presence physically. Why I can talk to her all day long, but I don't hear anything back. That's what I miss. Can't pick up the phone and hear her voice. So I say all that to say, and this is kind of a carryover from all the past shows I've done, a lot of the past shows I've done. You want to think about your legacy. We are only here for a short period of time. And so if there's something, something that's tugging, something it's putting off for tomorrow, or you're waiting for just the perfect time to launch your idea, or to make that amends to someone, or to stop waiting. Don't wait any longer. Take care of it so that when that time comes, and if you're as fortunate as Jackie was to almost decide when that time will be, after living a good life as best as you knew to do, after making sure that you had no regrets, that you did not avoid something or put off something. And then when it's too late, you're thinking, oh, I wished I had. Don't let that happen to you. Live each day of your life like it's your last. And I think that'll be the life lesson for today. And God bless you, Jackie, for reminding me of how important that is. Namaste.